This is my VX SS Commodore, and unfortunately, something's every time I drive the car and put the power down, this happens. And then let off. So join me in the next couple of weeks as we diagnose and repair whatever the hell's wrong with this thing. Welcome to episode 2 of Why Won't It Drive Straight? Now excuse the rain, we've been blessed with some lovely rain today, so you're gonna have to put up with that in the audio, unfortunately. The front of the car is on jack stands. I'm looking under here for the first time and she is oily. This LS1 has been leaking real good, and it's not like I didn't know that. There are stains on my driveway. So I thought I'd just show you behind the sump, which is extremely oily, is the K-frame. You can jack up from there, no worries. Jack stands on. So I've been told you gotta do 2 tests. Shake the wheel side to side and up and down. You gotta do that with the control arm unsupported, hanging, and with the control arm supported by a jack. Time to see what's actually wrong with our suspension here. All right, so side to side. There's not really much play. There's a little bit, but it doesn't feel, I think it's just searing top to bottom. That's nothing, she's solid. Let's support the control arm and see if there's any play then. Still feels all good. Yep, nah. There's a tiny little bit there, but I don't know, it's nothing huge. Left wheel, unsupported control arm. Okay, there you go. So there's that play. Yeah, okay, so the tie rod, that's what I was looking at. That boy right there. There's play within here. That's the tie rod. But anything up and down? Whoa. Nah, nothing up and down. But it's still side to side. So let's support the control arm and see what happens. I got the control arm jacked up and supported, but still side to side. I can still feel the tie rod making the noise. No, I think it's just tie rod. The outer tie rod end is definitely going to need replacing, but only on the left hand side. The right hand side, like we found, is all good, but there is something I 100% still do need up here. The boot is cooked. So after diagnosing with the wheels on, I wanted to take the wheels off and just have a bit of a closer visual inspection. So both the wheels came off and this is what I found. Honestly, everything looks pretty damn good, apart from that guy there. Like I said, I'm no mechanic, but that don't look great if you ask me. Lots of cracks, lots of rust. Oh, hang on. Jeez, more and more things appear as I'm doing this. This one here. Are you supposed to be loose? Probably not, eh? How's it look on the other side? This is a fun game. This is fun. How's it look on the other side? All right, I'm assuming that they are supposed to be loose. Either that or they're both cooked. Oh, this boot, that boot's split there. And we can also not forget our Z-bar bushings on both sides, left hand and right, are really cracked. Definitely going to replace these ones too. Okay, that was my first attempt really at diagnosing any suspension issues or anything like that. I always hear the noises and I always just send it up to a mechanic to get fixed and get absolutely rinsed. I'm sick of just getting rinsed by a mechanic. Well, that is the main reason why I started working on my own cars, because like I have enough vehicles. If I pay mechanics to fix all the issues on them, I'm never ever gonna get any of the issues fixed. And I found that it's actually very, very enjoyable when you have your own space. Like I've worked on my cars in the driveway, out on the street, and it's just not the same as when you got, you're in your own shed, you got tools, everything like that. Like it makes a major difference. I woke up this morning after doing rear subframe bushings last night, itching, ready to work on the car. So we found out we needed a left hand outer tie rod end and boot. And we also need the Z-bar bushings on both sides. I also ordered Nolethane front sway bar links as the boot was broken on one side and they were both loose. I don't know, they're probably not supposed to be loose. So I ordered these, but they had a bit of lead time on them, so they are going to be replaced in the next episode. I don't know, see, it's so hard to tell whether that's really causing all of our issues. I mean, it feels out of control, this car, when you get the power down. It swings out everywhere, so I don't know. I mean, the difference that the rear subframe bushings did make though were huge, so if that's the same kind of difference I'm expecting from the Z-bar bushings and the tie rod end, I mean, that one's probably rattly. I think, you know, we'll do this and we'll go from there. No use trying to diagnose every single thing wrong with the car and then I'll just be overwhelmed. So we'll repair these issues first and we'll see what happens. I was wondering, do you have Z-bar bushings in stock? We're back after a quick trip to Repco and the Wreckers. We've got ourselves a new tie rod end and boot. Got the Z-bar bushings. These ones, I don't know if they're Nolithane, but they're definitely some aftermarket ones. They're nowhere near, well, they're not cracked at all. They look quite new. They're nowhere near as bad as condition as the ones on my car, so I thought for 50 bucks we'll give them a shot. Nolithane set's $150 online, so saving money there. And while I'm at it, I thought I'd get a new power mode button because mine currently is missing the power mode bit. You can still hit the button, but there's just a, I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me, mate. I want to see the power. Anyway, time to change a tie rod. Wheels off, new versus old. Are they the right size? Ooh. I reckon that would line up. Yeah, that looks good to me. Now it is nice and rusty, but the first port of call is taking this locking pin out of the crown nut. So that long nose pliers should do the trick. The old WD-40 trick should do it. Please save us. Really? Oh yes. Now we're getting it. Twist action. There you go. Bloody hell. 19 mil. Too easy. Crown nut is off. Okay, so from here you got to crack but not loosen this nut behind the tie rod end. This nut actually adjusts the alignment of the wheel, so you don't want to mess with that one too much. So just crack it and then bring it back to where it was but not tighten it, just so you can get enough wiggle room to get this out. For NWD. There we go. So I cracked it. Just gonna leave it where it was. So what I'm gonna do, I'll get this crown nut, put it back on there, and just hammer the shit. Hey! There we go. That did not want to come out. Just unscrew it after that. And there you go. Old one's off. New one. Just go straight on. Make sure not to mess with the alignment nut. It should be right. Okay. Now for the hard part, I guess. Trying to get it back in. Bit of the old lithium grease. And oh, don't even need to force it. She just wants to go straight in. New crown nut goes on. Now she was not very tight. Now I don't have no torque wrench, which is something I really should get if I'm going to start doing more serious stuff. But for now, I'm just going to have to tighten it up to about as how tight it was when I undid it. Now I don't know if that's a very reliable figure. In fact, I know it's not, but what can you do? New pin goes in now. If you somehow got the pin out without long nose pliers, you're really going to need some to get it in. Put your new locking pin back in, and I reckon I did a kind of neat job. I don't know. That should do the trick. From there, we only got one more nut to tighten. That's this bad boy, and she was bloody tight. Now, I don't know if it was because of the corrosion or what. Oh, all right.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Oh no. I forgot to change the boot. Oh. Idiot. Damn. Fool. Bloody hell. Well, let's do that all again. Okay, I might have to mark with a paint marker how many threads that nut is down, because this isn't going to happen without that coming off. Okay, so I don't have a paint pen, but I got some of my girlfriend's, I think she said it was concealer, I don't know. It's a white pencil. Oh yeah, this is going to absolutely destroy this, so don't tell her I stole it. But oh, that's a good line on this side. That looks pretty good to me. Lucky the top line's more clear, because the bottom one's probably going to get destroyed. Hopefully this top line doesn't get destroyed, otherwise we're kind of screwed. When this gets pulled off, oh, should I just be quick with it? Oh, it doesn't want to go. Maybe that was the universe's way of telling me to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. 10 threads is where the nut sits, because the line's still kind of there. Now I think this end's zip tied in. Now, I'm pretty sure these from factory are actually fitted with cable ties to hold them in. Sure ain't nothing wrong with that, because it must work. But yeah, she's rooted this one. This ball joint's supposed to have a good amount of grease in it, and it really doesn't. New boot goes on. Where are ya? Yeah. Ooh. Gonna get it around this end bit. Back under the car. Let's make sure, yeah, cool. Big one goes on the back. The sun has gone down, but the tie rod end has been changed. There's a new boot on the steering arm as well. So that just leaves us with one more thing to do. Z-bar bushes. Now I've just realized, because I've got these ones from the wreckers, they've already been used. I mean, I didn't just realize that, but you're supposed to get a new Nilex nut to put on so it doesn't come undone. Didn't realize that, so I don't have one of those. Everything's shut, but Loctite.
Don't worry, I actually used my brain and realized this is not a good idea. Don't do this. We're just going to change them in the next episode. The sun's already gone down, for Christ's sake. And that is it for this week. Bit of a stupid one. I can't believe I forgot to put that boot on. Had to do the tie rod end like twice. Stupid. But stay tuned for next week. We're doing the Z-bar bushings on both sides properly, no Loctite. And we'll also do the front sway bar linkages, because they would have arrived in the post as well by then. Stay tuned on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.